In today's episode, I'm going to show you the top 8 time blocking tips to boost your productivity. Time Blocking 101, the ultimate guide. Taming your time, 8 time blocking tips that actually work, even if you're chronically overbooked. Are you a busy professional juggling 37 tabs, 3 meetings, and a coffee that's been microwaved about 2 times today? It might be time to tame the chaos with time blocking, a method that's way more than just fancy calendar coloring. Time blocking helps you stop reacting to your day and start running it like a productivity CEO. This isn't your average vague, schedule some stuff and hope for the best advice. We're going to be diving into 8 no-nonsense, actually doable strategies to help you structure your time, minimize distractions, and finally make peace with your calendar. You're going to learn how to structure your day for laser-sharp focus with blocks that don't feel like a prison sentence. Batching your tasks like a pro, hello efficiency, and blocking your time for self-care, because burnout isn't a productivity flex after all. Turn your daily chaos into a streamlined mission. Adjust your plan when life throws curveballs, because, well, it will. Whether you're new to time blocking or just need to do it without crying into your planner, these tips will help you take back control without the overwhelm. So let's dive into these sanity-saving strategies and finally tell your calendar who's the boss. Rising to be, with new videos and podcasts weekly. Join our Patreon at patreon.com/risingtobe or become a channel member for exclusive videos and more. Visit risingtobe.com for all your planner and stationery needs. Only at risingtobe.com, helping you plan for what's to come. So what is time blocking? Time blocking is like giving your day a game plan, breaking it into specific chunks of time, each reversed for a particular task, activity, or even appointment. Instead of winging it and hoping for the best, you schedule your day in advance, carving out dedicated slots for what needs to get done. Think of it as your calendar's way of saying, hey, focus here. It helps you prioritize and actually finish your work instead of letting it all run wild. Time blocking versus other time management techniques. So what's the difference? There are tons of productivity hacks out there, and time blocking is just one of the flavors of time management smoothies. Each method offers a different vibe, level of flexibility, and degree of boss level control over your schedule. Time boxing, the speed round. Time boxing is like time blocking's intense sibling. Instead of just setting aside time for a task, you put a strict timer on it. Say about 25 minutes for an email blitz or 15 minutes for brainstorming. When the timer's up, you move on. Whether you're done or not, it's designed to create a little healthy panic, to keep you sharp and prevent one task from hogging all your time, like an attention-hungry toddler. Time blocking, the focus fortress. With time blocking, you book clear, dedicated chunks of your calendar for specific tasks or even your appointments. When it's time for a block, you lock in, turn off distractions, and do just that task. No multitasking allowed. It's a structured, organized way to run your day, making sure you have enough time for what really matters without letting stuff sneak in and steal your focus. Tip 1, make friends with your to-do list. First things first, figure out what's actually on your plate. That means jotting down all your tasks, work stuff, personal errands, random, oh yeah, I should probably do that moments. Absolutely everything. Then play the classic game of which one needs my attention right now. Prioritize them by importance and urgency, so you're not wasting your energy on things that actually can wait. Here's where Motion's AI Task Manager swoops in like your productivity superhero. Forget the endless manual task juggling. This smart sidekick automatically prioritizes and slots your task into your schedule like magic. It's basically a to-do list that does the heavy lifting, leaving you more time to, actually get stuff done. Tip 2, the great schedule checkup. Take a good hard look at your calendar. What's on there? Meetings, appointments, that dentist visit you forgot about. Basically all your commitments. This snapshot helps you see where your calendar is already busy and where you've got some free real estate for time blocking. If you're juggling multiple calendars like a circus performer, business, personal, Google, Outlook, welcome to the Chaos Club. But guess what? It's time to retire the juggling act and combine them all into one master calendar. Motion makes this a breeze, syncing everything so you can see all of your commitments in one place without the very exhausting mental gymnastics. Tip 3, your calendar's VIP seating. Now that you know what's on your plate, it's time to reserve some prime real estate on your calendar. Block out dedicated time slots for each task, giving yourself enough wiggle room. but don't go overboard here. Estimate how long each thing will actually take, and no, 5 minutes doesn't always mean 5 minutes. Remember to factor in your energy levels and your attention span, because no one's a productivity superhero 24/7. And if you need to team up on some tasks, be sure to check their availability as well. Scheduling is a group sport after all. Tip 4. No need to be a calendar hero. We all love to be optimistic. I'll knock this out in an hour or two. Even when we secretly know it might take days, resist the urge to turn your calendar into a never-ending to-do marathon. Be honest with yourself about how long things actually take, and don't pack your schedule so tight that you forget to breathe. Build in breaks and buffers, because life loves to throw us curveballs, random emails, surprise meetings, or that sudden craving for a snack break. Give yourself some wiggle room, and your future self will thank you. Tip 5. Because do not disturb needs an audience. If you're blocking time like a productivity pro, don't keep it a secret. Let your coworkers, family, and anyone else who might pop in know when you're in focus mode and, of course, off limits. Set clear expectations about when you're unavailable. Yes, even when you're just binge watching a show guilt-free or taking an undisturbed nap. And when you're open for chats, calls, or even random dance breaks. Communication is key. Otherwise, you'll end up fielding surprise quick questions right in the middle of your brain power zone. Tip 6. Because your focus deserves a bubble. During your time blocks, treat distractions like that annoying neighbor who won't stop knocking. Just shut them out. Turn off those notifications. Yes, even the ones from your snack delivery app. Close any tabs or apps that aren't helping you get the job done. No guilt, just focus. Find a quiet spot where your brain can actually think without the background noise of life's mini chaos moments. These little moves create the perfect focus bubble for deep work, because your best ideas need some peace and quiet to shine. Tip 7. Because life loves curveballs. Time blocking gives you a solid game plan, but it's not set in stone, more like a playbook that you can tweak as you go. Meetings get rescheduled, urgent tasks crash the party, and your brain might just decide it needs a break, and that's okay. Flexibility is your secret weapon. Take regular pit stops to review your schedule and ask yourself, is my calendar actually working for me, or am I just a slave to it? Am I sticking to my time blocks or sneaking off for unplanned distractions? Did I bite off more than I can chew today? How's my time management game? Are there spots to level up? Am I being realistic about how long some of these things can take? Remember, time blocking is your personal productivity tool, not a one-size-fits-all magic trick. It might take some trial and error to find your groove. Stick with it, stay flexible, and soon you'll be time blocking like a pro, without losing your mind in the process. Tip 8. Because your calendar deserves a glow up. Here's a little secret. The old school way of time blocking. It's kind of like using a flip phone in a smartphone world. Yes, technically it works, but it's clunky and a bit slow at times. Manually scheduling every single block can take so long. You might need to block out more time just to plan your time blocks. Wait, what? Plus, when life inevitably throws curveballs, surprise meetings, last-minute deadlines, your perfect schedule can come crashing down faster than a Jenga tower. And let's be real, estimating how long tasks take is basically guesswork. One wrong guess, and suddenly your whole day looks like a game of calendar Tetris gone wrong. That's why using the right time blocking tool is a total game changer. It helps you plan smarter, adjust faster, and keep your day running smoother than your morning coffee. In today's whirlwind world, who has time to manually schedule every single thing? That's where automation steps in to save your day. With the right tools, you can automate your time blocking so your calendar basically plans itself. Need to shuffle things around? No problem. Your schedule adapts on the fly, keeping things smooth and stress-free. Say goodbye to the Plan My Schedule marathon and hello to more time for doing stuff. Share this awesome episode with someone you know who needs it to help them plan for what's to come. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I hate for you to miss the next episode. Now, let's get into our recap. So let's do a quick recap just in case you missed a tip on the list. Tip 1, make friends with your to-do list. Tip 2, the great schedule checkup. Tip 3, your calendar's VIP seating. Tip 4, no need to be a calendar hero. Tip 5, because do not disturb needs an audience. Tip 6, because your focus deserves a bubble. Tip 7, because life loves curveballs. Tip 8, because your calendar deserves a glow up. It is the long history of humankind and animal kind too, that those who learn to collaborate and improvise most effectively have prevailed. Charles Darwin. I just want to take a quick moment to thank our patrons and channel members. This episode would not be possible without your support. Thank you. And if you would like to support the show, visit patreon.com/risingtobee or become a channel member today. Thanks again for stopping by and pressing play. I truly appreciate it. Let me know down below in the comments or in your podcast review what tip you'll be using. Keep planning for what's to come, and I'll see you in the next episode.